Hi everyone, it's Mariel. I'm sorry if my voice sounds weird, I just woke up. I'm going on a road trip with Kristin soon, so they're picking me up at 10. It's currently like a little after 8, so I'll talk to you once I start getting ready. Okay, so I just got dressed, so right now I'm gonna brush my teeth, my hair, and then put on my coat.
That's right, over here. Once again, at this time, there will be a musket firing demonstration at point number 6, the powder magazine. Looks like you guys are the base of it all, but we'll see if anyone else wants to join in. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and start, shall we? So to begin with, let's tell you all why you're here. Of course, you are here to witness the firing and loading of a flintlock musket. That is this device in my hands here. This particular style of flintlock musket matches the French Marines uniform that I am wearing right now. This is what we would have been using to defend the fort against the British in 1759. Now, really quickly before I delve into the arcana of it all, who here has fired a flintlock musket before? One? I'll be picking on you intermittently through the demonstration. So even if you haven't fired one of these things before, you have definitely seen them around, either in movies, video games, TV shows, etc. They're usually portrayed as something primitive, inaccurate, and unreliable. I am here to counter those arguments, while also admitting that most of them are true. Ladies and gentlemen, it takes 15 seconds to load a musket, whereas it takes 60 seconds to load a rifle. So not only do you now have 3 times as many soldiers, each of those soldiers has 4 times as many shots per minute apiece. So what we are focusing on here, ladies and gentlemen, is speed and quantity rather than accuracy. So let's address that accuracy thing, shall we?
Okay.
Yes, the accuracy might be a problem until you realize you have all these guys. So let's use that. Let us line up shoulder to shoulder across the entire battlefield, point all of our guns in the same direction, and fire at the exact same thing at the exact same time once every 15 seconds. What that means is I don't care how inaccurate your weapon is, One of you is gonna hit something and the stray musket balls will take care of the rest. That's what resolves the accuracy issue. Now it's time to show you what that looks like on a one-man scale. Everything begins, ends, and continues with a cartridge. A tube of paper containing a pre-measured amount of gunpowder and a small lead musket ball. I tear that open with my teeth. I'll pour a small amount of powder into the side of the gun. The rest of the powder and the musket ball and the paper will all go down the barrel of the gun. I will then ram the charge down with this ramrod just to stop it from rolling out the end of the gun. And now the weapon is completely loaded. At this point, I may find some form of clear area, take my aim, and in 3, 2, 1.
Perfect. Did you hit it?
Well, if it was the ether, then yes.
So, Kristin, did you enjoy our trip to Fort Niagara?
I did enjoy our trip to Fort Niagara. You can stop me and spit in my eye. Do you think you can love me and leave me to die? Oh, baby, can't do this to me, baby. Just gotta get out, just gotta get right out of here.